Well, good morning, everyone. Pastor Corey Rowan here with Yorksville First, Midvale, and Newport United Methodist Church with a devotional to share with you today out of Romans 5, and it's Romans 5 verses 7 to 8. And again, we're looking at our but God references in the Bible, where the Bible clearly says, but God. And it says, now most people would not be willing to die for an upright person, though someone perhaps would be willing to die for somebody who is especially good. And so this is, you can kind of look at this as the love of mankind. This is the love that mankind has for one another. Most would not be willing to die for an upright person. Some would be willing to die for somebody who is especially good. So again, the love that mankind shows us. Now let's compare this to the love that God shows us, because it says, but God showed his great love for us by sending Christ to die for us while we were still sinners. Amen. So this is the love of God. And so you can kind of look at it, the love of man. They won't be, some would die for people who are really, really good, but most would be unwilling to die for even a good person. The love of mankind. The love of God. God loved us so much, loved you so much, that he sent his son to die for you while you were still a sinner. This is what baffles me about the sacrifice of Christ on the cross. Christ gave up his life not so that he could ransom good people, not so that he could save good people. You know, Christ did not die for the best of the best. Christ died for the worst of the worst. That is the love of God. That is how much God loved us. And you kind of look at what Romans is saying. Man falls short, but with God, he goes the extra mile. You can kind of see man does the bare minimum. They would die for somebody who was really, really good, but for most, they would be unwilling to die. But God goes the extra mile and says that he loves us so much that he sent his son to die for us while we were still sinners. God traded the goodness and the glory of his son, and what did he get in return? Not the best of the best, he got the worst of the worst. He got hardened sinners. And that's how much he loved us. Now, how can we not serve this God? How can we not give up our entire lives serving the one who redeemed us? The one who sent his son to die for us who are notorious sinners, as Paul says. That is the love of God, and that is the love that God has shown you. And so I pray that that is the love that you trust in today. Amen.